great. What do these numbers make? It's time to get paid. It's time to break chains. It's time to make a change. Better get your money, brother, and get up out the game. No one can hold me. No one can fold me. I only play this game how my people show me.
Life is what we make it. Yeah. Life is what we make it. Ooh, yeah. Life is what we make it. Yeah. Life is
Welcome back to the show. And you are listening to the Doug Stewart Show. The number is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Ian Ciarte, who went 0 for 6 Saturday, went 5-5 with RBIs, and the Braves won a series in Cincinnati for the first time since 2009, defeating the Cincinnati Reds 13-8. A road trip that began 2-5 finished with consecutive victories. The Braves will now come home and play 18 of their next 21 games coming at SunTrust Park, beginning with 4 against the cellar dweller Philadelphia Phillies, who are 18-35 right now. Julio Teheran's been struggling. He earned his earned run average ballooned to 5.40. His career ERA entering the season was 3.39, including 3.20 last year. But he's really struggled this year. He's allowed 6 or more runs in 4 of his last 9 games, during which his ERA is ballooned to 7.23. The Braves hit 3 early home runs against left-handed Amir Garrett for a 9-2 lead and total 8 extra bases for the game. So Braves back home here. I haven't seen the new SunTrust Park yet. I asked the old lady yesterday to go on Groupon to see if she can find me some tickets so I can try to go out there before I head out of town this Wednesday. But the pitching is really – the thing that the Braves were known for, if you follow the organization at all, was all of those great years, Smoltz and Glavine and all of those guys. You go back to Avery as well. They always had pitching. You know, they tried to get runs and they had bats, but it was always about that dominant pitching staff that the Braves have had. When you talk about these guys that they got now, and R.A. Dickey and freaking old Bartolo Colon and all of those guys, man, the pitching is horrible this year. Even the closer, what's the guy's name? Jimmy Johnson. Jim Johnson really struggled the other night, blew a save on Friday night, I believe it was. So the pitching has really been struggling for the Braves, and hopefully they can turn some things around. And listen, we didn't expect a lot in the first year, full year under Brian Snedeker, the new manager, Freddie Gonzalez out, and, the talent isn't what it's been throughout, I say, like the last 20 years, clearly. Then you get Freddie Freeman out on the injury, the third baseman. Garcia has been out for a while as well. He's set to come back here very soon. So no one expected a lot from the Braves this year, but it's been, I think, slightly worse than we even thought. One last story about Atlanta sports. So you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. We'll jump back in the chat on Spreaker.com and just kick it. We got more shows coming up today on the network. We've got the John Fisher Show today, the Patty Cake Microwave Show coming on today on WSME, as well as the Jeff Fox Show, so stay tuned for both of those. But the Atlanta Falcons minicamp will be held on June 13th and 15th at the team's training facility in Flowery Branch to conclude their off-season program. The June 14th practice, which will start at 2:05 p.m., will be open to the public to get the first glimpse of the defending NFC champions. Gates will open at 1 p.m. After the minicamp, the players will be free until they report for training camp in late July, the beginning of August. Y'all know how that is. Two-a-days started at the beginning of August, so I can't wait. We got some football. A lot of discussion about the Falcons last week, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, obviously on Talking Sports and on Atlanta Sports Station, the home of the Atlanta Falcons, with 92.9 The Game. People are kind of like split. I think fans and people listening to that network, man, are split on, do the Falcons come back next year and blow doors and get back to the Super Bowl and right the wrong and what happened last year? A lot of people also on the flip side thinking that the Falcons are never going to have everything fall into place like it did this past season. And psychologically, talked about this a lot on this show, psychologically, where would they be after giving up a 25-point lead in the third quarter of the Super Bowl? So Falcons get set for their last OTA this summer. All right, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougshow.com. One last quick little story I wanted to mention concerning some college football. Former Notre Dame quarterback Malik Zaire has told multiple sources that he plans to transfer to the University of Florida and to join the Gators as a graduate transfer. The visit Wednesday is just making sure we dot our I's and cross our T's, so it's just everything really solidifying things, Zaire said to the media. Making sure it feels how I know it would be of making it a home. If everything goes as planned, I'm a Gator. But, of course, the visit is important to take everything in. You remember Zaire's teammate. Was he his teammate? May not have even been teammates. Remember, Everett Golson did the same thing, quarterback in Notre Dame that went to the national championship a couple years back. He transferred from Notre Dame after his last year as a graduate student and played one last year at Florida State. You're starting to see a lot more of that. Russell Wilson did the same thing when he went from North Carolina State and played for Wisconsin his last year. So this has kind of been a big thing over the last couple of years. He's going to compete with Felipe Franks and Kyle Trask and Luke Del Rio for the Gators starting job. And so there you have a little college football talk right there on the Doug Stewart Show. (404-382-0338). You can also email me at doug@thedougshow.com. This is the third hour of the show. We call it the Power Hour. Let me go ahead and grab or read some of your messages here in the chat room on Spreaker.com. If you're new to the Doug Stewart Show, go to Spreaker.com. If you're not already listening to the show there, go to Spreaker.com, search and find Stewart Media and Entertainment. There's a little icon of a chat bubble, kind of like in the comic books. Click on that, and you'll be in the chat room, man, and have some fun with us and what we do here on the show. From Tiffany Poole in Portland, comptroller of Ninjaville, says Brian McKnight looks like a Sharpie dog. I don't like a bunch of frown lines in a man's forehead like that one light-skinned brother with the green eyes who used to play in the NFL. He freaks me out. I can't think of his name. I agree with you, Tiffany. Freaking wrinklehead. From Jan from Snellville, I heard the Riri like women too. They say her concerts are not for kids. Damn. I believe it. She definitely got a freaky side to her, man. LD from the D. He says, Riri just emits sexy. She do. Clay Raheem, the Dream Davis. Rihanna has a nice body for a woman with no IG-type booty, Instagram-type booty. What does that mean? I don't know what that. Oh, maybe he's talking about Instagram. Rihanna don't really have a booty? I never really pay attention. I thought she got some hips on her. Let me go back and look at a couple pictures of Rihanna, man, just for research purposes. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and do that right now. We're going to listen to the Doug Stewart Show. Rihanna Bunkie. Okay, here you go. Rihanna Bunkie. Oh, yeah. I don't see a lot there. Yeah, it's true. And she don't mind showing it to you, though. Smooth. No dimples or nothing in it. Yeah, she really don't have much of a bunkie. But that's fine. I mean, you don't always have to have a lot of bunkie. She's still sexy. From Sidney Jackson, how the hell you play 18 or 21 games at home? Yeah, that's a crazy schedule. I mean, well, basically what that is, 3 series. That's 3 home series. They played 3-4 game series. Yeah, you get 18 out of 21 games. It makes sense, kind of. Talking about the Braves. From Clay Raheem to Dream Davis, so the Seahawks didn't work out Kaepernick. Yeah, Kaepernick didn't make that squad, man. From that Ninja Brian, they may have been the favorite in the East, but Zaire gives them a good chance in the SEC championship. We'll see. From Andre Elam, did I just read Thorny says she wants to get nude? What? We welcome that, Thorny. Yeah, from Sluggo, exactly, fell. I caught on to their ways. Sad too, they're the reason I fell in love with the ATL, and now they're dead to me. Shaking my head. Who's he talking about? From Clay Raheem to Dream Davis, the NFL has whiteballed Colin Kaepernick and sending a message to other black players they need to stay in their place and make massa NFL owners money. The NFL stands for No Free Thinking League. Yep, you can say that. From that Ninja, come on, that's a huge story. It gives us more Malik. There's no more to give. Notre Dame. Battle for the starting position a couple of years ago. Actually got hurt, lost his job, and now he's about to go to the University of Florida. Highly touted coming out of high school, one of the top players coming out of high school, period. It's it. I mean, he hadn't done a lot more than that. From Tiffany Poole in Portland, comptroller Enville, a lady in the streets, and a freak in the sheets. Yes, sir. Jam 2. The NFL can kiss it on my part. I don't have to watch. Talking about the NFL and I guess a protest for Colin Kaepernick. I talked about it already, man. I love what Colin Kaepernick did this past year. But as it stands right now, I'm not going to not watch football because of Colin Kaepernick. I'm sorry. Like that scene in Do the Right Thing. Good as that Morgan pizza. Shit, you boycott. From Thorny Switch, ask Georgia Southern, JB. From Big L X Squad, Mocha, that's a winner. Laugh out loud. What did Mocha do? From 334 Bama Boy, shots fired back. Mr. Harper, VP of Ninjaville, believe that the Braves have a doubleheader with the Mets during the homestand. Right, I'm definitely going to get out there. Everybody has talked a lot about SunTrust Park. There's this conversation saying that the parking and the the drive there to get in there, the traffic is the word I'm looking for, is actually super. They've worked it out very quickly on the traffic situation to get to the new SunTrust Park for the Braves. And it's actually 15 minutes away from my house, maybe 20 minutes away. So I live in Powder Springs, Georgia, and it's where I used to live at, actually, off of Kyle Parkway in Marietta, which is maybe 20 minutes from my house, man. And so I'm definitely going to get down there in the homestand and check out this new ballpark. From J.B. Jennings, Randy Shannon will have that defense ready. Don't matter how many folk we lost to the draft. from Jan from Snellville after